Welcome to GeniusEduerp University Management System. Visit www.GeniusEduerp.com and log in with your provided username and password. As you enter your username and password and click on the Sign In button, you will come to this page. Today, we will have a look at the Institution Management module in detail. Let's see the institution settings first. Here, you have general settings where you can make overall common settings for the institute. Select the institute type, for example, whether it's a university or college or school. From here, you can add a username prefix to generate usernames. Select an institute board or exam grading system. For example, here we select the GTU Gujarat Technology University. If you want to create an exam schedule past date, then click on the Enable button. From here, you can add a total percentage of internal marks. Let us write here 40, then other 60% will be automatically added in external marks. Exam grading type is optional. You can select exam grading types from the given options such as GPA, grade point average, CWA, cumulative weighted average, CCE, continuous and comprehensive evaluation, and ICSE, Indian Certificate of Secondary Education. If you need a student ID to be displayed, then select the required option. To create automated IDs for students, click on the Auto Increment option. Select the time zone as per your geographical region. If you need a student guest list criteria-wise, select the Yes option. If you need students' last names to be displayed, then select the required option. If you need employees' last names to be displayed, select the required option. To create automated credentials for students, click on Enable Auto-Generate Username Password option. From here, you can adjust how many times you can change students' credentials. Let's write here 5, then you can change the credentials 5 times. To create automated credentials for employees, click on the Enable Auto-Generate Username Password option. You can integrate biometric attendance for lecturers and students by selecting lecturer attendance and student attendance from here. You can allow overtime for your employees, by choosing the employee overtime option from here. If you want the software to collect the regular student exam fee, select the option. To indicate that you wish the software to collect the repeater student exam fee, then check the box. Here, you may choose if you want student attendance day-wise or modules-wise. If you want to enable automatic updates for your mobile app, select Yes or No. Here, you can choose whether you want the student ID type to be generated based on institute-wise, stream-wise, or program-wise. From here, you can choose institution shift type, which may be single or multiple. Here, the admin or teacher can set the past attendance modification limit for students. For example, if you type here 15, then you can update the attendance for 15 days. From here, you can set the past attendance modification limit for employees. Here you can add multiple email IDs of the employees. Those employees will get emails notifying them about their attendance. If you want to send an employee attendance email with time, then select the option. Set the number by which employees can get attendance updates through messages. Here, you have the option to send a shift-wise attendance message by selecting Yes. You can set the size of the uploadable file that you want the software to accept. From here you can select the date format as per your choice. Select the birthday SMS option, which helps the software send birthday messages to employees and students. From here, you can set online application form digits. You get 2 methods for online form verification, either by CAPTCHA or OTP. If you would like the online application form fee to be accepted by the software, select Yes. Here you can set a tagline for the institution that will be displayed on all the forms. You can change the tagline position using the available options. Now come to the fee collection settings. From here you can collect the student's partial fee in the current or next installment. We provide different fee payment modes like Generate Holland, Cash, Check, Demand Draft, POS, Online Payment, and UPI/NEFT/IMPS/RTGS. You can also set a default payment mode from the given options. Let's select cash here. Set the fee collection type from here, whether you want to collect fee payments monthly, 3 monthly, 4 monthly, half-yearly, or yearly. You can allow partial fee payment by selecting the Allow Partial Fee Payment checkbox. Set minimum percentage for fee amount to be collected from here. Let's type 5% here. From here set the number of fee receipt digits. For example, if we enter 5 here, then the no of digits of the fee receipt number will be 5. If you want auto increment for the receipt numbers, select auto increment from here. If you want to set a program-wise fee receipt prefix, select this checkbox. Here you can add terms and conditions for fees as per your flexibility and requirements. We also provide student name settings, keeping in mind the naming conventions followed by the diversified population. From here you have to select a short name. Let us select a first name and last name. From here you have to select a short name position. Let us select a first name and last name. From here you have to select a full name position. Let us select a first name, middle name, and last name. We also provide employee leave settings. From here, you can select escalation time for the employee's leave. Let's select 2. In the end, click on the Update button to update all the settings. Now come to ID card settings. Here you can customize ID cards for faculty. Here, set the color for the header from the available color bar, then set the color for the footer. You can either set your body image or body color as per your requirements. For setting the body image, you need to upload the image you want to be displayed as the background, and for setting the body color you just need to choose the color from the color bar as per your choice. Add instructions for faculties that they need to follow while on duty. If you want their signature, mobile number, and address to be displayed on the ID card, then select the Yes option. Similarly, you can customize ID cards for students in the ID card settings section. Similarly, you can customize ID cards for non-teaching staff members in the ID card settings section. From here, you can enter the designation. For example, Vice Principal. From here you can also add signatures to ID cards for different designations by just uploading the signature. Select the Custom option from here if you want to generate customized ID cards, or Default if you want to generate ID cards according to the default settings set. Select the ID card name from here. Click on the Update button after making the necessary settings. Now come to Institute-wise label settings. We also provide a feature to change the default name labels for the institution under Institute-wise label settings. From here, department to stream or department to program by clicking on the checkbox. Shift should be as usual. Here you can also change class to course, class to program, or class to semester. From here you can change semester to course or semester to thematic semester. Section to batch. Subject to modules. The student should be as usual. GR-No to GR.No or GR-No to student ID. Role-No should be as usual. The period should be as usual. Employee to lecturer. Teacher to faculty or teacher to lecturer. Lesson planning should be as usual. Assignment should be as usual. Classwork should be as usual. The syllabus should be as usual. Cast to denomination. After making all the changes, click on the Update button. Now come to In Application Form Settings. In Application Form Settings, you can customize your online application form by setting the logo, banner image, and header. From here, upload an image for the logo of the university. From here, choose the image for the banner of the university. From here you can set the color for the institute name, title, and form title. Now we see the offer letter header/footer section. Header image you can choose from here. Footer image you can choose from here. From here you add notes which will be shown in the online application form. Then, click on the Update button. Now come to Exam Settings. Exam settings help you set all default grades. In the default grade setting, you have to add the name of the student with their max score, min score, credit points, description, grade descriptor, and position. Let's take an example. Name Amelia. Max score 100. Min score 95. Credit points 5.0. Description excellent. Grade descriptor A+. Position 1. If you have added more students' names, then you have to click on the plus button. Let's take an example. Name Johnson. Max score 100. Min score 80. Credit points 4.5. Description good. Grade descriptor A. Position 4. Click on the submit button. Set all default rankings from here. Enter the name here. For example, let's write the first rank. Select marks limit type, let we select greater than. Enter the marks here, for example we write 95. Select the modules limit type like the exact. Enter the modules limit type, let us write here 5. That means when the student has more than 95 marks in exactly 5 modules, then only they get first rank. Enter the name here, for example, let's write the second rank. Select marks limit type, let we select greater than. Enter the marks here, for example we write here 85. Select the modules limit type like the exact. Enter the modules limit type, let us write here 4. That means when the student has more than 85 marks in exactly 4 modules, then only they get second rank. You must press the end button if you have added another default ranking. Then click on the submit button. Set all default program designations from here. Here you have to enter the ranking title, for example let us write here first. Then enter the mark 95. That means according to the ranking title you can add marks. If we enter the ranking title, for example second, then enter the marks like 90. You must press the end button if you have added another default program designation. Then click on the submit button. Supplementary mark settings. Enter the supplementary cutoff mark. For example, let us write here 25. Enter the supplementary capped mark. For example, let us write here 75. Then click on the update button. Semester registration settings. Here you have to write the necessary notes such as validation note, 50% module pass. Declaration note. Prerequisite module note. Minimum credits per semester note. Then click on the update button. Now come to third-party service. Third-party service settings help you to manage transportation settings where you can track vehicles. From here, you have to enter the vehicle tracking URL. Click on the update button. SMS settings, where you can select different SMS gateway names, for example here we select Genius. Here you have to enter the SMS URL, for example http://sms.siliconinfo.com/submitsms.jsp. Here you have to enter the SMS user, for example bebskflow. From here you have to enter the SMS key, for example tudbef4b71xx. From here you have to enter the SMS sender ID, for example bebskflow. Here you have to enter the DLT number such as 111,222. From here you have to enter the SMS template ID such as SMS. Then click on the submit button. Make payment gateway settings from here. Select the payment gateway of your choice from the given options. Enter the name, merchant ID, username, password, secret key in percentage, payment URL, and bank name and verify it. If you have added more payment gateway, then you have to click on the plus button. Make email settings. From here you have to select mail server name, for example Thunderbird Mail. Here you have to host a name such as mail.geniusedusoft.com. From here you have to enter the username, for example noreply@geniusedusoft.com. Here you have to enter the password such as VOTQQ4must. Then click on the submit button. Also, make video settings from here. Enter host, port, username, password, path, and URL. Click on the submit button. From here you can make SLMS settings. You have to enter the necessary information to generate a token. From here you have to enter the URL. Here you have to enter your username. From here you have to enter the password. Here you have to enter the URL for API such as Admission API URL, Registration API URL, Results API URL, DTEF invoice. Then click on the Submit button. Now come to Attendance Settings. Here you can make default attendance settings. Set grace time for late entries for employees. As in, if you enter 15, the worker will not be penalized for being late if they are only 15 minutes late. You can set overtime parameters from here. If you type here 30, then overtime of the employee will be calculated after 30 minutes of his shift end time. For example, if the employee has shift time from 9 to 5, then his overtime will be calculated from 5:30 p.m. Select the overtime calculation formula. Here let's select after shift end time, which means overtime will be calculated after the shift end time. Select these checkboxes if you want weekly off and holiday off hours to be calculated as overtime. Set attendance status rules from here. Under the present section, if you select any error case, then it will be calculated as a present. Set parameters for half a day and be absent from here. Enter late count, for example, type 2, which means the employee's attendance would be calculated as half day if the late count is greater than or equal to 2. Enter early departure count, let's type 2, which means the employee's attendance would be calculated as absent if the early departure count is greater than or equal to 2. Then click on the Submit button. Now come to the week holiday setting. You can change working days or holidays from week holiday settings. Week, select weekday from here, let us select Saturday. From here you can select the week number, let's select the second week. From here, you can also grant weekday holidays or half days. If you want to assign a holiday, then select an option. Let us select common from here. Then just click on the Save button. Now come to Festival Holidays. Festival holidays can be updated from here. Let's assign Republic Day to leave to common. From here, you have to select the date January 26th. Here you have to enter the title such as Republic Day. Here you have to enter the description such as a holiday. From here you have to select the holiday option, let's select the common. Then click on the Submit button. Now come to the Other Holiday section. Other holiday settings help you grant summer vacations, exam preparation leaves, etc. Let's assign study vacation to only students. From here select from the date. Here select to date. Here you have to enter the title such as exam preparation leaves. Here you have to enter the description such as study well. From here you have to select an option to select holiday. Here select only the students option. Then click on the Submit button. Now come to the Report Settings section. Report settings help you customize the report's layout by setting the header and footer. In Header Settings, you can keep the default settings or customize the report's header. From here you have to choose header image. In Footer Settings, you can keep the default settings. Or you can select the text option under the footer text section. You can also add text in the footer. Or you can select the image option under the footer image section. You can also image in the footer. Then click on the Update button. In the Institution Details section, you will get the list of the institutes handled by the admin. From here you can export the institution details list in an Excel sheet. Now come to the Institution's Admin section. In the Institution Admin section, you will get the list of institution admin along with their credentials and login details. You can search for a particular institution admin by just selecting the user role and entering the username, mobile no, then selecting the status. You can add a new institution admin from here. Or, from here you can export the institution admin list in an Excel sheet. Left click on the plus button. From here you have to select user roles. Here you have to choose a profile image. Or you can capture an image. Here you have to enter the necessary information such as first name, last name, address, email, mobile. From here you have to select country, state, city, default language. Then select the status. Select the packages whether it is trial or paid. Select the expiry date from here. Here enter the number of days show expiry message. Here enter the number of days of account validity. Enter the person's name here. Enter all the necessary details here and then click on the Submit button. Now come to the Institution's GeniusEduerp section. In the Institution Guest User section, you will get the list of guest users along with their credentials and login details. You can search for a particular guest user by just selecting the user role, entering the username and mobile number, then selecting the status. You can add a new guest user from here. From here, you can export the list of institution guest users in an Excel sheet. Let's click on the Add button. From here you have to select user roles. Here you have to choose a profile image. Or you can capture an image. Here you have to enter the necessary information such as first name, last name, email, mobile. Then select the status. Enter all the necessary details here and then click on the Submit button. Now come to the thematic semester settings. Under Add thematic semester settings, you can see the list of the different programs of the university. You can also see the particular program has several thematic semesters. For example, the BSc Mechanical Engineering has 8 thematic semester. Now come to the Permission Settings section. Under the Assign Role Permission. Here, you can assign role-wise permission for various modules from here. From here, you have to select the user roles. Let's select the university principal to whom you need to assign permission. Here you have to select the modules for which you want to grant permission or select the Select All option. Let's click on the Select All option. Then click on the Submit button. Under Assign Employee-wise Permissions section. Here, you can assign employee-wise permission for various modules from here. From here, you have to select the stream. Let's select the engineering to whom you need to assign permission. Here you have to select the lecturer for which you want to grant permission. Here you have to select the modules for which you want to grant permission or select the Select All option. Let's click on the Select All option. Then click on the Submit button.